underneath them afterwards. Doing it the other way around wouldn't be as natural, mainly because the top branches are the ones creating the structure for the branches underneath. You want to make sure that all branches have a connection and don't vanish awkwardly under another branch, but doesn't continue on the other end. It will look like a mistake or as though it's unfinished. I'm purposely ignoring the thinner and more intricately detailed branches for now, as I want to get the main structure of the tree out of the way first and focus on the details at a later time. I find the line weight to be a bit too thick, so I select the layer that contains the line work and change the weight of the lines in the stroke panel down to 1.7. We can continue on to the next tree. Make sure to create a new layer for this, as having each tree on a separate layer will be very handy in the base color process at a later time. I zoom in on the front left tree and draw a line beside it to then be able to judge what I want this stroke weight to be at. Once I've found the weight I'm happy with, which is number 1, I begin drawing the branches visible in the bottom right corner. I ignore the flowers for now, as I consider them to be detail elements, which I'll focus on later. Because we want to create a lot of depth in this drawing, I use a different stroke weight for each tree section. I've cut the drawing into 5 different parts to define where the stroke weight should be thinned out. Moving on to details and thinner branches and elements. Again, the main reason we didn't incorporate these instantly was because we wanted the base structure to be precise rather than messily tossed underneath after the details had already been drawn. Now that we have this solid structure, we can draw the detail elements. You want to make sure to draw them in the correct layer. I'm starting with the front left tree, so I make sure I have all the other layers locked before starting to draw. Once you've got it in place, we are going to use the scissors tool. First though, we want to use the selection tool to select the line we are going to cut. You can find it in the toolbar or by pressing the letter V on your keyboard. Once you've got the line selected, press the letter C on your keyboard to start using the